Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to recycle clay and rehydrate clay at home for people who don't have plaster or hardibackers like me. So this is going to be a longer version than what you would normally do at a studio, but something that works. So for recycling clay, what you want to do with your slip water or any dry scraps that you've rehydrated and turned into slip, you want to drain off the top water of your bucket. So this top water I've drained off, so now it's all this slip at the bottom. And then you want to get either a t-shirt or an old pillowcase or some kind of fabric that you can kind of drape around. This is on a bucket. Also works if you have like a bowl or a flower pot, something that you don't care about. And then you can wrap it around the top of the bucket and then just pour the slip into this. The water will drain out through the t-shirt, and this will take probably 1 to 2 weeks, but it also depends on how hot it is. If it's in the sun, it may take less time, but just keep checking up on it. Never leave it alone for too long without checking. And this is another method I'm trying. This is just an old tin. And this is a really thin layer of slip, so I'm hoping that's going to dry out a little quicker, and then I can kind of refill this as I go. And then once this clay is thick or hard enough to handle and mush around, you can grab it, take it out, and either smear it on a flat surface, but I found that this has been working a little bit faster since I don't have plaster or hardibacker. Just making them into kind of rainbows, and that will kind of make airflow go all around the clay and dry it out a little faster than just flattening the whole thing. Okay, to rehydrate clay, here I have a bone dry piece of clay, and it's solid, so it's a big chunk here. You can also do this with like trimming scraps, or if you're hand building slabs, any slabs that have gotten too hard to work with. So this works for both bone dry and anything harder than leather hard or clay that you can't work with anymore. So what we'll do here, I have a bucket full of water. I have just a Ziploc bag. I made sure that there's no holes in it. And what I'm going to do is put that in the bag, and you do the same with any clay that you're trying to rehydrate. And then I'm just going to fill a little bit of water in there, so really not that much. This is all I'm going to put in there, since it's a smaller piece of clay. And then what I'm going to do is put this into the water to get an airtight seal. And then before I drop it, I'll seal the bag to make sure that there's no air in there. And then I'm gonna drop this into the bucket here, and I'll just let it sit there. And what this is doing is the water is dispersing that water inside the bag around the whole piece of clay, rather than if I just left this out here. The water is just going to be sitting at the bottom. So if we put this in a bucket of water with no air in the bag, that's going to disperse the water all around that piece of clay. And you can do this, like I said, with any stage clay. If you just need to get something a little more workable, just adding a little bit of water. And this will vary how long you'll have to leave this in here. The drier it is, the longer. This will probably be good to go by the end of today or by tomorrow, and I will update you on that. Okay, so it's the next morning, and my clay is very soft now, possibly a little too soft. So now I'm gonna have to make a rainbow with this clay and dry it out a little bit more, because right now it's too soft to work with. So I'll set that in the sun. And then this stuff that I had set out yesterday, it has dirt in it, which sucks, but that's what happens when you leave it outside. But you can see a lot of the water has drained out already. I was hearing it drip down into the bucket and it's kind of stiffened up a little bit. So just making sure that you're checking on these, and could only take a couple of days if it's really hot outside, so just making sure you don't leave this alone for too long. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helps. Let us know if you have any more questions. Bye!